Absolutely. There you go. Floor's yours. And hello, everyone. My name is Cool Noah, Fed Marketing and Design Team Member, and I welcome you to a very special social media push edition of the Marketing AMA. Before we begin, our community would like to have a moment of silence as we leave our bananas at half peel in honor of the great Harambe, who passed away 5 years ago today. And for those who lost their bags on February 12th, may we never forget. And so we begin our marketing meeting today with a big thank you to everyone who is participating in our social push. As a member of the team, this is the experience of a lifetime to see so many people coming together to feed every gorilla. Many of our social media initiatives, including hashtag IamFed, the TikTok challenge with the $5,000 first place prize, and the passive income giveaway are all products of our community's hard work and dedication. And we will be talking more about those projects in a moment. But first, I have a very important announcement.
Type to me if you guys can hear this good.
Just at the top of the AMA, as many of you know, our dev team has been developing the new features for our exchange FedEx, and we are proud to announce that FedEx 2.0 is set to launch by June 30th, 2021. This new version will have many features, which my teammate Steve Chow will explain further in a moment. Given this important date, we will begin a major marketing push that same week. Starting Independence Day weekend in Times Square, we will be taking control of one of the largest billboards in the world. It's called The Beast, very adequate, to show the world who we are and to thank our community for all the time and effort put into this project. It's because of you that we've been able to achieve so much. We will have team members live on the ground and in Times Square that day.
I'm gonna actually do it through OBS. I think that would be better.
And also handing out bananas. So if you're in Times Square, join us, or you can watch in the live feeds that are available online as the marketing team takes over NYC. There are other aspects of our marketing push to discuss surrounding the launch date. However, I would like to go ahead and make sure that we address the new wave of newcomers that have come in today and just explain a little bit more about our token. And the best person to do that is the king gorilla of AMAs himself, Mr. RTR Crypto. Go ahead, take it away, bro.
Thanks for the lovely introduction, brother. So I'll speak a little bit about the tokenomics and some of the functionalities on FegX, and a little bit about how Rocks token and Smart DeFi is going to integrate into our ecosystem. So most of us here know, and the new people coming in trying to educate, Feg is a deflationary token. So every time somebody does a buy, sell, or transfer, there's a 2% tax. Of that 2% tax, a portion of it goes to the burn address, and a portion of that goes to the community. On the Ethereum side, about 57.8% of it goes to the burn address of the 2% that's taxed, and the other 42% goes to the community. And as the burn address gets larger, it'll actually consume more and more of the 2% tax, making this a hyperdeflationary token, putting positive price pressure on the token itself. And so it decreases the circulating supply at a faster rate. The Rocks token, when it launches, which I'll circle back to, actually will be using 0.5% of its transaction fees to buy and sell Feg tokens to help push that burn as well. So that's another way that the token will actually, that is more to create more deflation in the token itself. Outside of that, we have our Feg exchange. You can find that on feg.exchange or fegexchange.com, and you'll be able to trade on there. It's a multi-chain decentralized exchange. You'll see right now that we have Feg token, Tri-Finance, and Richie on the exchange. As the updates for FegX rolls out into version 2, as Cool Noah stated, it's going to be coming out by the end of June. Though we'll have an automated pairing functionality on there to where more tokens will be able to list themselves onto the exchange without having to go through the team document. Right now, FedRocks has been updating in the back end many of the smart contracts, and he's going to be rolling all of these functions out with Tomi, who's integrating all the user interface aspects of them and beta testing them currently. But all of them are looking really good. I personally have beta tested the Smart Swap functionality, and the F-wrapping, and things are looking really good on the beta testing side. So in regards to the functionality on the exchange, we have staking, and the staking is for transaction validation. The reward system for putting your tokens on the exchange for doing so is 0.12% of every sell transaction fee on the exchange. And that's not just for FEG token, that's for every token that ever lists on the exchange. So as we add 50, 100, 1,000, and so on, more and more rewards will be pushed to the staking reward system. And those reward systems are split based off of the Ethereum blockchain and the tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. So if you put your tokens in, they are FEG ERC20 tokens, which are on the Ethereum side, then you're going to be earning FETH in rewards. And if you have been putting on the Binance Smart Chain side for staking, you'll earn FBNB for rewards. And those rewards will be claimable under the staking tab on the exchange. From there, you'll also be earning your frictionless rewards that come to your wallet, which are usually in FEG tokens, but in this, when you're staking, those rewards will actually be auto-converted at the US dollar value into FETH or FBNB, as I mentioned, based off of the chain. And those rewards, I'll circle back to the FBNB in just a moment, or to the F-wrapping rewards in a moment, but those rewards need to be claimed in order to earn the frictionless rewards for F-wrapping. And I'll get into that reward system in just a moment. So those, like I said, auto-converted at the US dollar value into FETH or FBNB, and those can be claimed under the staking tab. Then you'll also, the Smart DeFi functionality, where the ROX token will be launched on, every token that ever launches on Smart DeFi is going to have a 0.12% transaction fee for every sell, and that will be pushed to the staking rewards for FEG token stakers based off of the chain that token is on. If it's on the Ethereum side, it'll go to the FEG ETH staking pool. If it's on the Binance Smart Chain side, it'll go to the FEG BSC side. So there's multiple ways. 0.12% of every sell on FEGX, every token ever, 0.12% of every token ever launched on Smart DeFi, the new technology that I'll get into in a moment that FedRock's developed. Plus, you're getting the frictionless rewards. The liquidity pools for in staking, there's no impermanent loss. There is a 2% tax when you move in or out of staking, or into and out of liquidity pool, into and out of smart swap. Any of these functionalities, any movement of the token will burn, so just be aware of that. Liquidity pool for FEG, it's 0.2% of every, for the transactions within that pool. Other tokens that list on our exchange in the future, they'll be able to bypass the staking and make 0.35% liquidity pool rewards instead of doing the staking if they so choose. But all the tokens on the exchange will be able to use staking and liquidity pools. When you're doing liquidity pool, we have one and two-sided, which means on the one-sided liquidity pool, you can just do liquidity for just FEG tokens, or you can pair those with FETH or FBNB, and it'll balance out a little bit better. From my understanding, there's a little bit more impermanent loss when you're doing one-sided than the two-sided. And I know that this is kind of technical, but because of all the information we're pushing out today, I will answer some of these questions if there is any at the end of the AMA. So there's a little bit more impermanent loss with the one-sided than the two-sided on liquidity pools, but that's how that functionality works, with the rebalancing. In regards to the smart swap technology that FedRock's developed, what will happen for that is that's going to be an ecosystem that's internal. You'll have an internal balance inside of Smart Swap, and you'll have your regular external balance. Once the tokens go inside to the Smart Swap ecosystem, you'll be able to swing trade back and forth between FETH, FBNB, and FEG tokens, or any other token can do it as well on the exchange. I'm just using FEG as an example. You'll be able to swing trade without a 2% tax. So there's no 2% tax at that point. If you do move tokens, as I mentioned, inside of Smart Swap or out FEG tokens, you'll get a 2% tax when you're moving that. But trading inside, there is none. Also, there's a 40% reduced gas fee for trading inside of those. It's up to 40%. And so we've tested that functionality, and we actually had one of the world record for the lowest gas fee for a transaction in the Smart Swap functionality, and you can find that on the FAQ document, the link for that actually. Outside of the Smart Swap, we have Smart DeFi that's coming out, and I mentioned that ROX token will be the first token that launches on that technology. This is a super innovative technology that FedRock's developed that is essentially the token owns its own liquidity. It is its own decentralized exchange. There's no way to rug pull it because nobody owns the liquidity of it. And it doesn't need any particular decentralized exchange or centralized exchange to interact with it. It just needs a user interface, any UI, to engage and to interact with the token. So this is going to make the DeFi space change the game entirely. It's going to make the DeFi space a safe place. I know many of us have been rugged. Many of us know people who have been rugged. And as this is a non-regulated space, this is a new form of cryptocurrency that will take away a lot of the risk behind trading in this space. And so I think that's really great. And I appreciate that FedRox is doing everything he can to make this space much safer over time. Outside of that, we have several updates that are coming in regards to our FegX itself. There is a Feg chart that is being developed. It's a software that FedRox funded, and it is. I looked at some pictures of it yesterday, and they have candlestick charting already. And so we also made a deal with TradingView, and they're allowing us to use their tools, their functionalities on our new system. So everything for Feg charting, all the tokens on FegX will be the only tokens that you're able to track on FegChart. And that does not include the FRAP tokens, only the tokens that are listed on FegX will be there. Outside of that, all the different functionalities are being integrated and updated. FedRox, as I mentioned, is doing the smart contracts, and he's going to be pushing those out with the auto pairing. Things are going to start to move at a relatively quick rate. So the majority of the updates I just mentioned are done. So I'd like to hand off back to the marketing team if any of you guys have any other updates you'd like to push out. Oh, I didn't get to the FRAPing functionality. I apologize. There's so many different things on this exchange. So the FRAP, let me explain that for one moment. So the FRAPing, anytime somebody does a buy or a sell transaction on FegX, you'll have a wrapping and an unwrapping on the back end. Right now, we have a two-step buying process, right? So you buy, you're going to take your Ethereum, you're going to FRAP it into FETH or FBNB if you do Binance side, and then you buy Feg tokens. We're changing that to an automated one-click purchase, so that'll be coming out on the exchange, and it's going to wrap in the background. Anytime somebody does a wrap or an unwrap, there's 1% of that gets taken out and pushed to the FRAPing pool. So if I'm taking Ethereum and I want to buy Feg on the Ethereum side, I'm going to take ETH, I'm going to wrap it. If I have one ETH and I wrap it, I'm going to receive 0.99 FETH. And that's because 0.01 ETH, which is 1% of that Ethereum, is going to go to the FRAPing pool. And that's going to be divided amongst the FRAPing pool holders based off of the amount of tokens that they have wrapped. So it's all based off of the number that you have. Same with staking. All the reward systems are based off of how much you have based off the percentage that you own of those pools. The same thing with the Feg token frictionless distribution. So that 1% will go to the community. So it's right now for FBNB, it's roughly 200% APY. For Ethereum, it's 120% APY. So as we know that FedRox has put out contracts for numerous tokens on the Ethereum side and the Binance Smart Chain side. And with that list, you can find the list on the FAQ document on fegtoken.com, but you'll be able to actually see that he's got BUSD, USDT, USDC, we have FUNI, FCake, Binance Pay, XRP, Cardano, DOT, all these different tokens, BTCB, all these different tokens that are going to be potentially used for pairs over time. And this really helps to expand and take ancient tokens, right? Ancient tokenomics, we can call it, because we're innovative and we completely changed the game with this frictionless reward system and deflationary concept. But we can take these tokens of the past and allow them to start earning tokens in a frictionless way on our exchange. And this is super innovative because nobody's done this. We're the first ones to integrate this kind of technology. And we're taking these old tokens and creating a new way to earn passive income for them through FegX. And you don't even have to trade on FegX in order to do this, which is, there's no real reason why anybody would not want to FRAP these tokens, because everybody who holds Bitcoin and XRP and Cardano, these are like hodlers. Majority of them are hodlers. They like to hold. And if you're holding, you may as well be earning passive income for it. So as more tokens list on the exchange, they have the option to base pair with all these different tokens. And when those tokens base pair on the exchange, when people are wrapping and unwrapping, they're going to be earning rewards in the FRAP token that they're holding. So those will be frictionless. They'll go directly to their wallet over time. So that's also super innovative. Now, I'm completely finished with FegX for right now. Outside of that and the automated one-click purchase, So if the marketing team would like to jump back in and give some more updates on those.
Yeah, certainly RTR, and to all you top flaggers out there, I'm Steve Chaff from the marketing team, marketing lead for My Sins, and we've got lots to talk about tonight, and we've also got a very exciting special guest in the room who I'm going to bring in just a short minute. Now, I'm asking Tanner or Chris to step up now and just give you a brief taste of the competitions we've got going around now in FEG, in our ecosystem. Tanner or Chris, can you step in, please? I guess that's a no. Right, I'll carry on myself then. Right, so before I get into the competitions, we'll give Tanner a second to sort out his audio.
They may be muted.
You may be muted. Tanner's muted, RTR. Come on, do your job, mate. Do your job.
I got it.
Right, go ahead, Tanner. Tell us all about TikTok and what we're doing.
I don't see his hand up, so that's the problem. So I'm facing him. I just unmuted him, Mark.
Yeah, he's texting me saying he's muted, I think.
Somebody unmuted him already.
He's probably experiencing issues with the voice.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
There you go, Tanner. You've got the floor, Tanner.
Wonderful. I found if you are muted, you have to go out of the voice chat and come back in. Just for future reference. Super excited for TikTok. Obviously, have a post on TikTok. Been given on Twitter. Obviously, main details are pinned in the group here. But we actually have a $5,000 first place prize, a $1,000 for second place prize, and a $500 third place prize. So this contest is really designed to give back to the community. Obviously, everyone knows feed every gorilla. So we were trying to think of funny and creative things to do. So within TikTok, if you just want to make a video, use the hashtag #IamFed, tag fed.token, and follow us. You'll actually be entered in to win. Obviously, no purchase necessary, anything, just something creative. And the marketing team will come together and pick our top 3 favorites and go from there. So this contest will actually go until June 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be announcing a winner. I'll make a post on TikTok about it. Additionally, we'll be in the Telegram announcing the winner. So I don't know if I missed anything there or any direct questions, but I can answer anything for the next couple minutes.
No, thank you very much, Tanner. So there you go, guys. This $5,000. Now, come on, it's for a TikTok video that's Fed related, gorilla related, and crypto related. $5,000 for making one TikTok video. If that doesn't wet everybody's lips, I don't know what is. So get your videos in, guys. All the details are pinned on the main chat, and it's really exciting. And it's not that there's a second and third award for the prize as well. So get those videos in. We want to make our TikTok oven ready and get the best content and do it some justice. So yeah, get those in now. Right, okay, there is other competitions going on right now. We've got a t-shirt design competition, and there's also, the first prize is 5 B&B, second prize is 3 B&B, and the booby prize is 1 B&B. And that's just design a FEG design t-shirt competition, and those designs are on the Google document and in the store for you to buy. And the lucky person will get the merch for free. Right, okay, that's competitions kind of out of the way. Right, what's in Steve Chad's inbox? What's the marketing team on with right now? What kind of projects and who we're reaching out to? Celebrities, contacts, influencers, and all the rest of it, sportsmen and the like. Right, okay, so we've also already mentioned the Times Square billboards and the beast. As Cool Noah correctly describes, this is going to be absolutely huge. Yeah, it's been done before, but it's not been done the way we plan to do it, guys. No. We're going to do this it's going to be a multi-international operation. With other billboards installed and other big picture moments on that day. So this is going to be epic. So I'm going to need you all to take part in that, and you'll see the epic pictures on the day. What else we've got? Letterman jackets. So we've got some FEG embossed and logoed up Letterman jackets, and we've got a host of celebrities and people in the music industry that we're going to give those out to. We've got 5 in commission right now, and it's really exciting to where they'll end up. And I'm sure you'll be pretty stoked when you see the celebs with the Letterman jackets. What else have we got? Duncan Ferguson came to my house and bought a reasonable, shall we say, amount of FEG last week. Duncan Ferguson, you won't know him over the pond in the US. He's a big celebrity, big sportsman over in the UK and Europe. He's the assistant manager of Everton FC, and he's an absolute Premier League legend. He's given us full access to Everton FC training ground facilities, Goodison on a match day, and there's a number of international strikers and players in that dressing room who I hope to speak about FEG and convince them that we are the future of investment and the future of DeFi when I learn what DeFi is. So what else have we got? Peterborough FC, another soccer team that reached out to us, and they're really keen on doing something with us, partnership, looking at LED boards on the first match day of the season in a few months' time. Also, maybe a section of the supporters wearing FEG Gorilla logo masks, and that might get us in the Guinness Book of Records for the most amount of people wearing a gorilla mask in a stadium. So yeah, that'll be good coverage, and there's lots of opportunities to explore with both of those soccer clubs. So what else have we got? Just fresh in today, song, a brand new song, Eat the Dips. It's coming by an artist called Rare. You're going to get to know this guy. He's really good. He reached out to me through one of his friends. I paid him a little bit of FEG out of my own wallet because it's that good. Highly addictive song, and you're going to be hearing a lot more about it. And he's also promised to produce us another one very soon. So yeah, exciting times. What else have we got? So the big players. You want to know about the big players, influencers, and big celebs we've got, and what they're going to do for us. Right, Mark D'Amelio. You've probably, a few of you have heard this before. We've kind of well publicised it, but Mark's in a private FEG group, and he's waiting for the how to buy videos. Now these guys are crucial going forward. We have waited a couple of weeks because we want to get them right, and how to buy, where to buy, and all about FEG videos are really close to the door, and we've got a fantastic team working on those right now. We've got Soulate and one of our new designers, Dubo. These are 2 really good guys, and they're working around the clock to get these oven ready to hand out to Mark D'Amelio, Andre Berto, the boxer, 2 times world champion. These guys have got their friends ready and waiting, but we can't just hand over, hey, you've got to go to Pancake for download MetaMask, set your slippage. We need to give these guys and their contacts some graphics and some how-to vids that are fit for purpose that you can just hand over and say, there you go, that's how you buy it. So that's really exciting because we've kind of been waiting a couple of weeks to get in a position at the girls, and we watched them to Mark D'Amelio, Andre Berto, High Res, Juicy J, Jake Paul, are all waiting to give the contacts these how-to videos, so they are really crucial going forward. Right, what else we got? So influencer-wise, Crypto Royals, just put them today, so you're seeing those influencers talking all about your favourite token, FEG, very soon. Bleeding Crypto, he reached out this week. He saw me, myself, and RTR in our last live AMA with Crypto J. It went really well, and Bleeding Crypto has asked to do something very similar, and we'll be doing that and recording that both myself and RTR in the next coming days. Wes Spencer, you've have seen him produce a couple of videos for us in the last week or so. Wes is a really keen figure, and he loves FEG, and he's a really vital member of the marketing team and also one of our own influencers. So yeah, there's a lot more going on, guys. There's just so much going on. We've had meetings this week, what kind of meetings of the likes of RTR, Malarkey, myself from admin had this week. Now I can't say too much on these because we're in private talks with certain people, so I certainly won't be giving you any names or too much context because it is content, because it is kind of private and top secret. But I can give you a flavour and an insight to just the level of conversation or where they're at. So what would take us forward is the ease, just like the how-to videos, it's the easiness and how you buy FEG. And that's all down to maybe getting a fiat partner, putting your fiat straight into FEGX, straight in the exchange as a switch as you go, and you put your fiat money in, and you end up with BNB or Ethereum, and then you can buy your FEG straight away on FEGX. That's where we need to go. These meetings have been really positive. These guys have 4 or 5 other partners, other tokens or currencies in their scope, and they are FEGers. They love FEG. The big business guys, we've got a lot of contacts, a lot of experience. The license is actually pending for this, and we're really positive. But it's very early days. It would be, as you all know, it will be a game changer. So we'll see where that one goes. We've had 3 or 4 phone calls with quite big investment groups also this week. Again, I can't give too many details, but I can tell you that personally, I've been involved in, again, very positive talks. And these kind of big investors, they don't really sniff around tokens under a market cap of, say, 2 billion. And the fact that they've reached out to us, the fact they want to move it forward, just tells you about the kind of traction and the level that FEG has reached right now across the population and growing across the world. Right, okay, so where are we this week? So I'll tell you where we are this week. We've been recovering faster than any other currency, faster than any other crypto, and I am proud of FEG. I'm proud of the community, I'm proud of the team, and I'm so thankful to FEGROX for giving us this beautiful ecosystem that he's built, and he's built to succeed. I was harping on to you guys on AMAs and live shows for last week saying the markets took a dip, bit of a correction across, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, and the whole kind of stock market, that we would suck all these sellers up because we are the strongest token. Well, it just appears that I was right, because we've had the kind of epic recovery that FEG and its holders saw in the last 3 or 4 days has been absolutely astounding, and it has blown me away. All my words, all my big words, all came true. With 150, 160% recoveries, when a lot of our competitors were languishing around the 10, 30, 40%. So yeah, that's positive. That's about as positive as it gets when you're in a dip and a market correction, and your token, your currency, your family is doing the best. So yeah, really good. So why we're top of the charts? What's making Speedchat say that we've had such a recovery? Well, Pancake swap, Uniswap, we were top. BSC network, top. Coinzilla, CoinGecko, Twitter for interactions, top. Now, this is no mistake. This is no fluke. This is the fact that we are strong and that we are known for our durability and our products, but it's still yet to fully be functionality of the exchange to be realised. But when that is, can you imagine where we're going to be, guys? So yeah, it's just really exciting times. Right, I could harp on and talk all night, you might know I could, but like I said before, I told you at the beginning, we do have a very, very special guest, and that's my good friend Picasso from FOMO Labs, and I want to introduce Picasso. He's a great guy, and he's got some really exciting news for us. I don't know if are you ready, Picasso? Hello, Picasso.
I think he just went out somewhere.
He would have been muted. He's
unmuted. He's just I think he might be having difficulty with his mic.
No problem. Right. We'll give him a second. So I don't want to spoil it for him because I know a little bit about this, but no one knew as much as Picasso, so we'll just wait for him just a short second.
Well, while he gets his mic fixed, I will say that this morning I had a conversation with Andre Berto, and we were discussing FOMO Labs and the possible creation of an NFT from FOMO for Andre. Oh, there he is. There's the man himself.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I was having some mic troubles there. Thank you for the intro, Steve, and lovely to be here with the Feg family. How is everyone today?
Good, bro. Excited for this NFT drop.
Yeah, we're very excited, Picasso. Take it away. Give us the magic, Picasso. Give us the magic.
Brilliant. So for everyone who doesn't know us, I'm CEO of FOMO Lab. My name is Picasso. Happy to be here. Just to give a bit of a background, I've actually been part of the Feg family since probably around 600 members. So this is very much an extension of the Feg family. A little bit about what we do and why we've been given this platform today, which I'm very grateful for. Two Feg Rocks is a good friend of mine, and RTR Crypto and Steve. FOMO Lab is a full suite DeFi NFT platform. We're also a management company and a creation studio. We are actually experts at bringing blockchain projects to life and actually offering blockchain services at scale. So a few of the examples of what we've done in the few short weeks we've been live with Rox's support. Our first few drops, as Steve was talking about, it's really important to get the real life sort of celebrities and football clubs on board, and we're a strong believer of that. So if you look at our past 6 weeks, our first drop announced in Forbes magazine. So if you type in FOMO Lab and you type in Forbes, you'll see Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. That was our first announcement to the world. We then went on to announce further partnerships. So a Porsche signed by Rick Ross, that's also been NFT'd by the guys at the Miami Crypto Experience, really good friends of ours. We're only 6 weeks in, guys. We've just announced the first NFT ticketing system for Brendan Schwab. We are actually doing his podcast. We'll be all over his socials in the next couple of days or perhaps in the next week when we announce it. If you type in Brendan Schwab NFT, you'll see FOMO Lab there. We also have a very, very special drop, and I'll go onto the Feg drop very shortly. We also have a very, very special drop on Monday coming with Palace from the 808 Mafia. Now, if you don't know who Palace is, again, Google it, guys. He's #1 in the world right now with Young Thug, and he's also working on the Migos album. And funnily enough, one of the Migos tracks, I think it's track number 3, featuring Future, is actually called Picasso. So, we're making waves in the space. And I really want to talk a bit about what this means for the Feg community. Now, anybody could do the Feg NFTs, but it wouldn't do it justice, right? Because you've got worldwide stars tweeting you. You have boxers such as Andre Berto, and we fit in right in there. Through my personal contacts, we're plugged in with the top 6 football clubs in pretty much any league you can imagine. So you've got the Premier League, you've got the La Liga, and even advancing out into South America and some of the Brazilian leagues. So we're very well positioned in the celebrity space, and I think it's a really a massive honor for us really to do the Feg NFTs. We will take a moment, I believe, RTR, to pause the chat so everyone can admire what kind of NFTs are going to be dropped.
I just paused it, and I just dropped the video into the token channel.
You are amazing as always, RTR. So yeah, if everyone can have a check of the NFTs. Now, these are going to be super, super rare, guys. There's only 500 made of the King Kong NFT, and I'm sure one of you are going to want to get hold of it. Now, this is the prelude almost to the Feg card game. Now, this will be the first card game, the first real proper card game in the DeFi space, and it will lead on to a further series of animatable short clips and videos. There may be a weekly or monthly program, a Feg program, an animated program that you have to have Feg to view. So some of the drops, including these Feg NFTs, you have to have these in your wallet to access certain parts of sort of the Feg ecosystem. This is brand new technology. Of course, as you've got people like Feg Rocks leading the way in this space, we can only do our best to try and complement that as much as possible. So yeah, guys, check out the preview in the bottom there, and we'll take some comments afterwards and some thoughts. But for now, it will just be me talking to myself for a while and letting you guys know a bit more about it. So if you can see there, there's a few previews of the King Kong, the Queen Kong. You've also got Prince Kong. This has been designed and made by the FEG team and the FEG admins, so really have to give a lot of credit there. Also, if you check the soundtrack in the background, I know you may not play it while I'm on the voice chat, but that's actually produced by Gunboy from the 808 Mafia. Now, it's all about intrinsic value, guys, and I really want to make this point. A lot of people in the DeFi space are making projects for the sake of projects, NFTs for the sake of NFTs. What we're missing here is the intrinsic value. Now, when we did the Tyson Fury NFT, the value is that you get the fungible item and the non-fungible item together. With the FEG NFTs, the intrinsic value is you're going to have perhaps world-class #1 producers producing the soundtracks. You've got the best NFT created in the space, and that's us, FOMO Lab. And the intrinsic value is off the charts because, one, this is the most popping DeFi project in the space. We're just about to break through 100,000 members, guys. And that is phenomenal. Soon we'll have an issue with Telegram not allowing us enough people into the chat. We'll face that hurdle when it comes to it. So from FOMO Lab's point of view, it's part of our job to align FEG with some of these top range celebrities. I know Steve very kindly mentioned Duncan Ferguson from Everton. That's absolutely fantastic. I know you guys have been working with Andre Berto, which is great as well. I think what we can do is actually bring it up a level and get you to the elite level of endorsement by celebrities. And like I said, we are an old-time holder. We are OG FEG holders. We've been in since minus 1,000 people in this chat. And we've continued to support the project the whole way through. And this will continue to support the project in raising capital for FEG and the brilliant FEG team who will then redistribute that capital through marketing, really. So just to touch on the final few points, guys, I don't want to take up everyone's time too much. If you guys could send forward our latest drop that's going over in on Monday. So that's with Palace from 808 Mafia. And these guys are absolutely amazing, guys. And only in the FOMO Lab community, in the FEG community, can you have #1 producers in your voice chat. You can ask some questions yourself. We really are sort of monopolizing the space with FEG leading the way. FOMO Lab's right behind, as well as our other partners, Gold Farm as well. I'm sure you know about them. So yeah, if you could pop in if you just pause the chat for a sweet second there, please, RTR. And if we could drop in just the 3 videos I've sent you for the NFT drops we've got coming up, just so you can see the quality. A bit about this drop as well, just like it will be with the FEG NFTs. You're going to be able to own these beats, guys. You can sell them to your favorite rappers. They usually go for 15 to 20,000 per go. They're being priced very, very cheap. So it's all about the resale market. Same with the FEG NFTs. You're going to be able to buy them and then really resell them at a higher price. Personally, I would never sell my FEG NFTs because they're going to be worth so much in the future. Like Steve said, you're going to be setting records with the most gorillas in the stadium. What do you think will happen to the value of the NFTs? Because everyone wants to hold these in their wallet. There's going to be loads of special airdrops attributed to people who hold it. So yeah, if we could just get that in the chat. I'm just going to double check if you pop that in there for now.
I just loaded those last 3 that you sent.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, brilliant. If you can just perhaps get that pause. Okay, they're brilliant. They're all in there. So if you have a look through those guys, obviously you can tell who those celebrities are. You've got one of Young Thug there from this iconic album cover. The beat comes with the art. So once you own the beat, it's yours forever. You can monetize it. You can sell it. Each beat goes for $15,000 to $20,000 per pop. And you're getting it a lot cheaper, guys. My favorite that right there out of these is the Gunna beat, the bottom one. When we open the chat up, obviously you can have a play, you can have a listen. You have a chance to own these beats. Now, if we can take this ethos and apply it to the FEG NFTs, you can imagine what kind of intrinsic value we're going to be sort of embedding into the FEG NFTs. Now, they're very, very limited, guys, the FEG NFTs and the Palace NFTs. There's only 389. But the FEG ones, I'm going to say there's probably releasing in around 2 weeks. So these are going to be the prelude to the card game. So the FEG card game is going to be absolutely crazy. There's nothing like it in the whole of the space. So yeah, really,
This is so exciting. The game is so exciting. I've seen a little tiny preview of Picasso, and I am super happy. It's super stoked.
I think so, and they're so limited. Do you reckon you'll be able to get one of those NFTs, Steve?
If I don't, I'm like a rat's talking. I'll be very disappointed. Life will be over.
I know, yeah, you can have all the FEG in the world, but you need to have the FEG NFT. I mean, you've seen a preview of some of them, and even down to the bananas, they all look amazing, guys. So, I think we've got a lot in store for everybody. I think the FEG card game is going to cause massive waves. We're talking, we want to take this to the level of Pokemon, to the level of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think nothing less than that is worth it for FEG. It's such a big community. It's a titan in the game, really. But I really want to thank you guys for allowing me to come in and share a bit about what's going on with FEG. We are the official partner for FEG for NFTs, directly commissioned by Rox himself. So if you could pop over to our chat and show some support on this journey, I'm sure we'll be in this chat very often, and just giving you guys updates, and of course releasing the NFTs in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So if you wouldn't mind plugging us a quick TD at me FOMO lab there, RTR, if you could pop our group link in, that would be great, so everyone can have a quick look. And we'll be providing day-by-day updates on FEG. I know it gets really crazy in here, and we love it. This is the community to be in. But if you want day-by-day updates on the FEG NFTs, and perhaps some knowledge on when they're dropping, and you want to have a bit of a say as well, and we can take on any sort of recommendations the FEG family have got, feel free to pop into the chat, and we're more than happy to answer your questions. And yeah, guys, I'd love to hear a bit of feedback from you guys after the chat opens on what you think about those beats, what you think about the FEG NFTs, and what you think about the exclusive Palace drop. Just to have a quick touch on why it's so exclusive. So I talk daily with companies like Warner, Universal, you name it, any of the top record labels. I speak to them daily with multiple artists. Now with the Palace drop, he's actually, I wouldn't say out of contract, he's always in contract because he's so hot, honestly. He's so in demand, but he has a small gap, so maybe a month, maybe 2 months, where he's I know it's a multi-million-dollar deal with Warner, I believe. So we've got 2 months where the record label doesn't own their music. Now you have to imagine, they're producing the Migos album, they're producing the Kodak Black tracks, Young Thug, Future, all the top names, Drake. I could carry on and spoil you guys with names, and these are our connection bases, guys, and these are the people working together with the FEG community. So I think we can all show support to the other partners in the project, and all the other DeFi projects that are partnering with FEG. I believe we're all DeFi royalty at this point. So no, brilliant. I'm very happy with the time allowed for me to come and speak today. I have to thank you again, FEG Rocks, DChar, and RTR Crypto. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I've got more than enough time for you.
Thanks, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, super exciting.
Yeah, brilliant. And I'll make sure I'll be quiet now, and I'll give more time to some of the other people putting their hands up.
I'm going to be banging on your door, Picasso, because at FEG, Feed Every Gorilla, we've got the product, we've got the exchange, and we're built to succeed. You guys have got the marketing and the contacts, but we've grown organically. You guys are a bit different. We are partners, and we can feed off each other. I'm sure we're working a lot together.
Steve, you guys could ask us for any contact, and I'm sure we'd do it in a moment, because we support. We're massive FEG holders ourselves, as you found out, and anything you guys need, whether it's I know Duncan Ferguson's brilliant, but we can get you in with the headboard of Everton, no problem. So just let us know whatever you need, and brilliant. And also, guys, I just want to thank you all again, and I love you guys, love the FEG family. See you soon.
Thanks for coming in.
All right, any closing remarks on the marketing side for the marketing team here, and then we can stop this initial recording and move on to the Q&A recording.
We can kind of close this now, RTR. There is more coming out every day, as you guys know. Listen to the chat, the posts, the voice chat. We are updating you guys in the community like about every 24 hours with some decent updates. I know you all want When Moon, When Lambo, a fully finished exchange yesterday, and hey, so do we. But we're all working from the top down, and that's FEG Rocks down. We're all working as hard as we can to bring it to you. So yeah, that's about me done, RTR, so we can clear the floor.
Can I add something else?
Yeah, sorry, Chris.
No worries. No, thank you everybody for being here. You know, we show massive growth on social media. Keep in mind the Fed token, the passive income giveaway was launched overnight and will be going until June 18th. So 3 weeks. Make sure you put your entries in. There's daily entries. There's no cost. There's no purchase necessary to win. And we're giving away $5,000 in Fed prizes. There's gonna be 3 winners of $1,000, 3 of 500, 2 of a $200 prize, and one person will be lucky to win $100. It's better than nothing, but that was from the raffle. That was part of the unclaimed pool that the winner didn't come in and claim on time. So we're using that.
Chris, the winner came forward 2 days ago. He was called.
That's right.
McBrid, he was called. He must have been. I think he was ISOL fishing in Alaska for the last month, and that's why he didn't see the million kind of post to say he'd won the big competition. And unfortunately for McBrid, he was a bit late to claim his prize. But from the bottom of our hearts, we didn't want to see the first raffle winner go without anything, even though it was a 48-hour claim period that he missed. So we give him £1,000 worth of FEG yesterday. He's done a bit of a write-up for us. He's done the hashtag I am FEG, and he's a very content and happy man. So that's kind of a happy ending to not finding the winner of the first raffle. So sorry about that, Chris. You can take it away.
No, yeah. Congratulations to the individual. Definitely, I forgot about that. Apologize. There's been a lot going on in the marketing team. But no, I just want to step in. I was driving earlier, so I couldn't pop in. But I just want to say thank you to the community for your active participation on a social media push with the hashtag IamFeg. The IamFeg contest. Don't forget there's a TikTok contest as well as this going on concurrently. So there's 2 different contests going on. I know it's a lot, but it's more opportunities for the community to win prizes and get towards financial freedom faster. Because we're all very early. We're all very fortunate to be here right now in this space this early. So thanks for your time, everybody.
Agreed. And that I am FEG video was awesome.
Yeah.
If anybody's seen it online.
Yeah, Hugo.
Yeah, no, amazing. Yep.
All right, guys. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in and listening to this. I'm gonna just end this initial recording, and then we'll start up a Q&A recording, so this one get pushed out live on YouTube. Back. All right, killing the thing. It crashed for some reason, but we're back now. I'll give it a second for everybody to load back in.
We've just been listening to the beats out here on the NFTs. They're pretty sick.
Yeah, they are. The third one on the NFT is my favorite, plus the FEG NFTs soundtrack. Well, those 2 are my favorite. All right, so we'll open up for some. What's up, Mr. Dean?
I was going to say, we need an NFT about Paul.
100%. I will commission that straight away, Mr. Dean. We need Big Mac and an NFT.
Agreed.
Great. That's all I need is more fame. So now
Grandfather Feg. Grandfather Feg with a big white beard.
Yeah, instead of answering 100 DMs a night, now I'm going to be answering 200 DMs a night. Yeah, that's a great idea.
When you get 300, you'll start complaining. You complain to me.
Yeah, really. Cry me a river. I get it.
It was a 300 to 500 on the daily. It's been getting a little crazy. We broke 99,000 community members in Fed Token chat. We're up like 1,500 in the past hour, just so you guys are aware.
Oh my God.
How close are we to the 100K?
Just 956 or so.
Oh, no, I meant the full TG chat. But it's done 99,059, aren't we?
Yeah, I see 99,044, but yeah, we're getting close to that 100K mark. We'll have it today. There's 11,000 members live right now on active. So let's get a little bit of questions in if we can. If anybody wants to jump in and ask a couple of things. Let me actually start the recording real quick. Marketing Q&A. All right, so this is going to be an extension of the marketing AMA. We're going to be doing some question and answers. The first one was split off so that it could be uploaded and pushed out online. And we'll do the separate AMA for community members to listen to and get their questions fully answered. So let's see, let's start. Anybody, any of the mods, go ahead and unmute. I'm answering some DMs right now if you can. Just let these hands kind of go up. We'll get them one at a time. Run it just like the voice chat.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Anybody who's been unmuted, go ahead and start off with your question.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
All right, no questions. That's good. I'll wrap it up there, RT, and call it a night.
I just unmuted like 12 people. I don't know why nobody's speaking.
Can you guys hear me or no?
Yeah, so just as an FYI for everybody on the call, if you are muted and you have your hand up and we have unmuted you, technical issues with speaking, so you may need to leave the Telegram chat, come back in, and you should be able to talk just fine in case you're experiencing audio issues.
Can you guys hear me
now? If they come back in, there you go. If they come back in, they'll still be auto muted. I have it set to auto mute.
If you do it really quick, I just did it and it worked. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone in the community. I know it's community ran. I've been here not as early as some of you guys, but around March 10th or so. I remember, dreaming and talking about things with Charlie and seeing everything come to fruition and just seeing how well you guys put things together. Any issue or problem that has arisen, you guys were there. A lot of these other tokens and projects, you can't really get that same type of backing. But I did have a question. So with the collectible, I'm assuming it's a collectible trading card. It's going to be an actual game? Is it just kind of more of an announcement now, more details to follow, or is there anything else we can get a little bit more juicier on, like turn base or anything like that?
I'm going to say that that's going to be further announcements to come on that. We have it's at the foundation right now. They're being developed, but the team, the marketing team, will push that information out as the collaboration with FOMO is continued and more of the structure is put into place. But this definitely just a teaser clip for what's to come.
Awesome. And one more quick one. With the NFTs, is that going to be based on like a FEG token amount? Is that how it's going to be valuable? Is that how it's going to work? Or?
Well, the NFTs gain value based off of the rarity of them. So there's going to be different amounts of each NFT. From my discussion with Picasso earlier in Speecha, from what I understood, some of them will be limited. Like the King Kong will have 500, and some of the other ones, like the banana one, I think is like 20,000. So there's only going to be a certain amount of each one, and then there's going to be different functionalities that you're able to access on the website based off of an NFT that you hold. So there's going to be more information about that to come. I know that FOMO Labs is going to be creating something for us to put out to the community with the plans on that. But the price of those is going to go up based off of the rarity and just how big this project is. Getting a limited first edition FEG NFT is, I think, going to be a big deal. I personally plan on collecting as many of them as I can.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm buying more. See you later.
You're buying more.
Yeah, but great question.
That's a question in regards to the NFTs, and FOMO, just want to piggyback off of that question. In regards to release dates for whether it be FEG NFTs or something that would be FEG related that FOMO is dropping? Would we need to get the release date from FOMO, or would we also be getting some type of information through the FEG token chat? Just curious.
We'll be getting it from the FEG token chat as well.
Sure. Yeah, hi. It's a partnership, so yeah, it will be 100% both. We'll be we're working in conjunction with the partners, and we'll both know the dates that you're talking about. It'll be really cool.
Can you guys?
Yeah, we have a private chat. Give me 1 second, Rohit. We have a private chat with Picasso, the CEO, myself, and Steve Shah, and so the collaboration for anything that's going to be coming out. He'll push out the information to us, and we'll announce them on the phone. He'll announce it on FOMO, and we'll announce it on FEG at the same time. So it'll be in there. Also, one of the admins for the FOMO team, Crypto Shinobi, he is going to be he's in our admin chat, and so he'll be pushing out the information, and he pushes out the updates to us in the admin chat as well. So we have all the information, the collaboration. So it'll come out on both sides, just to clarify.
Are those Lambo NFTs that were mentioned a couple months or a month or two back, are those able to be bought right now?
I'd have to see the ones you're referring to. Hard for me to keep track of everything that's happening here. So much.
Yeah, to be fair,
I'll have to look into those and ask.
I haven't heard of the Lambo NFTs, but I will certainly chase it up for you, my man. No problem, man.
Any questions from the community? We're happy to answer about FEG, about tokenomics. I apologize earlier for rushing through the tokenomics. I know it was a little bit fast. It was supposed to be primarily marketing AMA, and so I felt a little bit pressured to rush through them just to get the team back to able to speak on all of the marketing. I wanted to do the tokenomics separate, but yeah, so we'll have a little bit more information right now. I'm happy to stay in and explain a little bit more of the tokenomics if anybody has a question on those functionalities.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Lifestyle.
Okay, it's not so much more on the tokenomics. I just wanted to start off by saying, like, you guys are doing a really good job. This is one of, like, my most bullish projects I've held, and I've been in since, like, 2016, made a lot of mistakes, not the Lambos and Moon yet. And I was actually shilling FEG to my friends in February, and the irony is I never bought it myself for some reason. I don't know why. And I was, like, so hooked on it the first time I saw it, and I could have got like trillions, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I ended up buying later on, and I got a bunch. I've got my moon bag ready. But my question is more along the lines of like marketing and stuff like that. Maybe you guys have some more insight into it. But like, say, you know, some of these cryptos that have been around since last cycle, like Digibyte and obviously Doge and some of these other ones that have kind of like not been blown up until recently and stuff like that. Is there a way to kind of have all these amazing FEG memes? And as you guys already know, we got like some of the best, in my opinion, some of the best like memes out there, and just like some of the best graphics out there, of course. But is there a way to like have that stuff eventually show up, and like when people look for these memes and like and with the Apple phones, or with like WhatsApp and stuff, like the meme storage database, if you will, whatever it's called, and if there's plans to do that, if it's currently not easy to do. Thanks.
Right, okay, we're looking at a variety of aspects. We've looked at emojis, GIFs, and all host of things like that. I don't know if I kind of know what angle you're coming from. But please, we're looking at so much across the marketing team, and of course the marketing spawn tank, which is where our budding marketeers go to spread their wings and become
what's like
marketeers. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is, I don't have it. I will gladly explore what you're saying.
Cool.
We're always an open door. So please DM me. Please chat. Yeah, please DM me. I'll look into it for you.
Awesome. Thanks.
I actually had one of my teammates ask a question, and I'm kind of considering as well. Are we allowed to post any of the stuff that was just dropped as far as NFTs, or should we hold off on that, or what's the process?
As it's just been delivered to 99,000 people, I think you guys want to share it away. Share it away.
I figured that. All right, I'm gonna create a YouTube video right after we get off of here.
But I like the sound that you should learn the marketing team, because you would ask for approval before you send something out. So I like the style. I like the style.
Appreciate it, brother.
Okay. Any other questions on marketing, guys? Why I'm here and available for you, because I will be leaving you to the more than capable technical RTR very shortly.
If no other members are asking questions, I just wanted to ask one additional question, Steve, if I can.
Yeah, sure, man. Take it away.
So, definitely patient. Definitely don't want to put the gorilla before the banana, right? But just curious to know, in regards to marketing, I know that we have a big social media push. Is there any juicy tidbits that you can let us know that are happening in the marketing community, possibly, that is without giving away too much? Or is that sort of still under wraps? Just curious.
I've already given away quite a bit tonight, my friend. I can't really think of anything I'd want to say right now that I've not already said. But like I said to the guys before you asked the early question, we are updating you guys every 24 hours. Because we've normally got something juicy about every 48 hours. And we are meticulous at giving this feedback and comms out there. But we live in a 24/7 environment, and depending on what side of the world you're on, or what kind of admin or myself putting that in post after that one time, or unless you're on TG 24 hours a day like my wife thinks I am, then you may miss things. But watch out for the updates. Have a look at the big updates from today. There's been around 8 or 9 big updates today, and we've got more coming soon. And if you want to DM me and try and catch me off guard for a bit of sneaky information, you might just get me on a Saturday night after a few drinks and whatnot. So good luck.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Steve.
No worries, man.
I'd like to ask you a question, if I may.
Well, not you, Paul.
Oh, yeah. Here it comes.
Go on then, big man. Hit me up.
Here it comes. Since you're in a really good mood, offering all kinds of juicy tidbits with respect to marketing, is there anything about your personal life you'd like to share that would be a really juicy tidbit right now?
My personal life right now, Paul, is almost unrecognizable. So what it was 3 months ago. It's totally unrecognizable. I'm on this thing because I love it so much. I love you guys. I love talking to you and our team and all the crew. I'm spending a good 10 hours a day, maybe 50 to 15, if I'm being honest, on this. So, right, I'll tell you what I will tell you. When you've been on something that's been so nutritious to your bank account, or let's say your wallet at this stage, because I'm not cashed too much out, I'll be honest with you, to my wife's dismay. What's going to excite me going forward, and a lot of the community is, I'm really, and this is deadly serious. I'm arranging a FEG world tour where I'm going to fly around the world and meet all the beggars and all the top community members and all the people that helped us, who are across every continent. And I'm really excited about this, as you can imagine. And I'm going to be putting it together, I'd say probably in about 3 or 4 months' time. I'm going to be picking around 10 to 12 stop-offs, and I'm going to be doing live AMAs from beaches or cities coming near you. So for personal-wise, that's about as good as I can give you, Paul. Is that okay?
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
No problem.
Steve Shaw, I would make a city suggestion.
Okay, Mr. Dean.
Traverse City, Michigan is one of the most popular tourist destinations, and we have what's called the Cherry Festival. So, if, like, you went ahead and did something around Traverse around the 4th of July.
This is good timing, Mr. Dean, because the New York City billboards will be around that time. And there is a chance, you never know, I might be going on a jet over the pond, but we shall see. But Michigan sounds like a fantastic place and somewhere that I've kind of always wanted to go. And I do love festivals, so you've kind of got me on the festival thing there, haven't you? So we'll have to time something and see if we can make Michigan, or a festival in Michigan, one of the FEG World Tour stops.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we sure would.
I can go ahead and definitely make sure that you have the help that you need locally.
Okay, Mr. Dean, we'll make it a date.
Well, that would be awesome because I'll be there. If he comes to Traverse, Mike, I'll be there. But
there you go. Right, guys, on that high point on the FEG World Tour and all the juicy gossip we've heard since around 9 o'clock this morning, UK time, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to call an end on this marketing AMA, and I'm not going to answer any more questions now because I've probably done about 14 hours straight through. But yeah, I'll be back. As the marketing team, they're a fantastic bunch of people. They really are, and there's a lot to come from them. The how-to videos are really close, and I think you'll all be really pleased with how they look. So yeah, over and out for me, guys. Keep holding, keep smiling, and we'll see you at the next pump. See you later, guys.
Great work today, Steve Chop. See you later, brother.
Yeah. No worries.
Thank you very much.
See you later, guys.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, so I'll stay in for a little while. We'll do some technical questions anybody has, and it seems like the majority of people have been getting their answers from the text and the voice chat. So
I have a technical question. It's actually a serious question. I want to learn more about the mechanics of ROX token. People have been asking me, okay, so your new project, you're starting up, you want to use the ROX token. Is it a situation where you just take the name of your token and plug it into the contract of the ROX token, or do you copy all the code from the ROX token into a new contract address? How's that going to work, Archie?
Well, Smart DeFi is a launch pad, right? It's like its own platform. ROX token is just the first token that's launching on it, and it set its parameters there. It's my understanding that the tokens that will launch will be able to set the parameters if they want to, and then launch it on the Smart DeFi platform. But FegRox himself will have to give more of the back-end functionality explanation once it comes out. I think that more of those questions will be cleared up. I mean, I know he did put out a lot of good information on fegrox.com in regards to how the liquidity is locked, how it's its own decentralized exchange, the auto routing, the swaps, the blended hosting, all these different things with the reward systems that we have going to Feg token itself, and how ROX is going to have frictionless rewards as well. So yeah, he has all the really great information on there, but the mechanics behind it, brother, those kind of development questions, those have to be given to FegRox because that's his baby. He's yet to launch it, so we don't have all the information yet. But yeah, it's a platform, it's a launching platform, so they'll be able to put in their own parameters to those when they launch them.
Got it. Thank you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. I have a little question to ask.
1 second, Abu Bakar. I think Richard Bryan was next.
Yeah, hi.
Hello?
First of all, should I speak?
Go ahead, Richard.
Okay, hi. First of all, I just want to give you a big congratulations for your NFT launch. Such an amazing video. I'm holding Feg also. I'm very positive. I'm since starting. Such an amazing project that you have changed in the DeFi concept. Well, I just want to know, like, I'm holding Richie also and Fed both because they are I got a lot of people respond. They are like a brother now. Richie is like a 1 month old project, and Fed is like a Fed Rocks. He's like a legendary, and he also worked on the Richie contract part. I just want to know your insight. What do you think about Richie project till now? If you just have like gone through about the life paper of Richie.
Yeah, so the Richie project is one of the projects that we've been collaborating with, definitely. FegRock's assisted in the development of their smart contract, and I know that he's like an overseer of their project. I know the team, I've spoken with some of the members of the team. They're all really great dudes. They've got quite a bit of things coming out with their website and their tracker. So I'm pretty bullish on their project as well. I think it's safe to say, that investing in anything in the Feg ecosystem, not financial advice, but this is my opinion, is that getting into anything in the Feg ecosystem has been a smart idea for myself. I'll say it like that. So I definitely invest in anything that's, under the Feg umbrella, I'll say.
I understand because because a lot of people are saying like Feg and which is like both like a brother from another mother, and both will grow like rapidly because they are coming also with the NFT tokens. There are a lot of planning also, and I'm very bullish on both the projects, especially with Feg and Richie. I don't know about other projects because I had a very bad experience earlier with the shit or meme coins because a lot of time I was like wrecked with the full with many projects. But Feg and Richie holding a very strong position in the market, and they have changed the concept of DeFi with a lot of inputs, a lot of community supports, and a lot of people are doing in this space. I'm very confident that Feg is going to be cross a lot of things, and they're going to be list on some bigger exchange. And I will say I think Richie also, but still early to say about Richie. But I think both are very strong position right now in the Feg ecosystem.
Yeah, and I think also it would be wise to also mention, our partners. We just had Picasso in here, the CEO of FOMO Labs as well, and GoldFarm.io. Those two projects also we've done a lot of collaboration with both, and FegRock's is overseeing both projects in a way. So he's helping by advising on those projects and assisting their team. But I know that both of those projects have really great development teams and great admins and stuff, and great use cases. So I also have found myself investing in all those as well.
Correct. Thank you so much for your time, and a very big congratulations for your NFT. Such an amazing video. I'm looking forward for your NFT, and hopefully it's going to be kill out in the market here.
Yeah, thanks for the love. Glad to have you here.
Thanks. You too. Bye.
Hi.
Go ahead, Edward.
My question goes like this: the issue of burning, is the burning going to be constantly provided as the project goes, or there is limitation when the burning will stop?
So the 2% tax that pushes a portion of that into the burn address, that's continuous. That will never end. It's built into the smart contract. The ownership of the contract has been renounced. And so that will be a forever occurrence in this project. And I know people have expressed concern that, oh, what if it burns itself into nothing? Well, it would literally just keep burning itself down into a decimal place over time if that was the case. But with this token supply and the burn rate that we've had, I don't foresee that being an issue in my lifetime or anybody else's in there.
The other question is like, would they wrap other tokens like BTC? When are they going to start? I've seen that it's only FBNB and F Ethereum.
Well, you can actually wrap a majority of those tokens already. If you go to fegwrap.com, you can wrap them now. You can even create your own wraps. Mind you that you don't want to wrap any deflationary token, any token with RFI tokenomics. You don't want to do any deflationary concept token because it'll interfere with the smart contract distributing frictionless rewards to you. I will say that the majority of those rewards are going to build up over time as more of those tokens are listed on the exchange. So when new tokens come on to FegX, what they'll be able to do is say, okay, I want a base pair with the example you use, right, BTC. So they say, okay, I want to take my let's say your username, right, really Abu, right? We'll say, okay, I have Abu token. I want to take Abu token and put it on FegX. How do I do that? Okay, I get to do that now. I choose what token do I want to pair against. Well, Feg is paired against ETH and BNB, right? Well, let's say you want to take Abu token and pair it against BTC. So now you've paired against BTC. So anytime somebody wants to come onto FegX and buy Abu token, they're going to need to take BTC They're going to wrap it, right? Let's say I wrapped 1 Bitcoin because I want to do 1 Bitcoin into Abu. So I got 1 Bitcoin. I'm going to get 0.99 Bitcoin back into Abu, and 0.01 Bitcoin will go, which is the 1% of that total Bitcoin, is going to go to the F-wrapped Bitcoin holders and divided amongst the holders based on the amount of FBTC that they're holding, right? Because that's how the distribution works, based off the amount that you own. And anytime somebody wants to sell Abu token back into Bitcoin, they're going to sell, and it's going to go Abu token to FBNB in the background, because it's going to be an it's going to be a one-click purchase and sell it by that point. So they'll click one click, it'll go from Abu token in the background, FBTC, and then from FBTC back to BTC. But when they do that, there's also when they sell, there's also a 1% unwrapping conversion fee, and that will go to the F-wrapping holders of FBTC as well. So the reward systems for F-wrap is based off of transactions, the volume of transactions. So whenever somebody does a wrap or an unwrap, it's going to push 1% into the F-wrapping pool for whatever token that may be. And for that example, you would be earning FBTC, which is pegged 1-to-1 to Bitcoin, and you would be able to just spend that Bitcoin however you see fit once you unwrap it out of our native F-wrapping BTC, F-wrap BTC. So did that make sense?
You do. Thank you for the answer. And my last question goes to the issue of breeds. I heard that you are planning for breeds. I don't know whether when it is going to be ready.
You asked about the bridge.
Is it going to be ready as soon as possible, or there is no date for?
Yeah, so everything should be out. Everything should be out within by the end of June. There's been a lot of updates that have occurred, so we've been having to accommodate for a lot of large volume on FegX, and we've been running numerous security tests. We actually just partnered with an IT security company that's a white hat organization. So they've been running numerous penetration tests on the exchange, and we've been beefing up the security. All of our sites are being migrated to new servers. So all that new infrastructure is going to increase security, but it's also going to allow for more traffic to be on there, and will have easier flow on the exchange. We also have created additional backup sites that will be pushed out to community just in case they need them. But we've, for the Feg exchange, but we've been moving security. We've been beefing up security infrastructure. FedRox is updating all the smart contracts. There's been some updates with the blockchains that are coming, and he's seeing what those updates are, and he's making sure that all of our tokens, or all of our smart contracts, are able to interact with and work with the new updates that are coming, for example, in the Ethereum blockchain. So all these updates and things that have happened kind of push that back just a little bit. Although the bridge is already over halfway developed, he's just going to finalize that over the next couple of weeks, and we'll be pushing it out. The end of June date is just the end of when that could be. That's the threshold of the timeline that we're giving is it could be the end of the month, but it could be out a little bit before that. But anytime from now until then, there's just been a lot of things that have happened in regards to updates, and he wants to make sure that all the smart contracts are put out before he launches the automated pairing and puts out the FegX version 2 to go live. So when that comes out, it will have numerous updates on it: the Feg swap, LP, F-wrapping, and all these other different features. I believe they're going to push out the smart swaps, the F-wrapping, the LPs, and then they'll add the bridge after that first rollout. But they want to push all of the auto pairing, the one-click buying and selling smart swaps, F-wrap, LPs, push those out first and get those to the community so they can be used. And also the Feg chart software, the development is already being beta tested. It looks really great. As I mentioned before, I know it's a little bit rushed, but they've actually been beta testing it. We made a relationship with TradingView, so we'll be using on the Feg chart software the TradingView tools. So you'll be able to go in there and take a look at all the functionality and do the tools and map things out, just like you do right now on Dextools or on Poocoin, using TradingView. So we've created a relationship with them, and it's going to be really great to get that integrated on the Feg exchange because we'll be able to have that on the site, and you'll be able to do interactive charting. So it'll be really nice.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, brother, no problem. Good questions.
Thank you. Bye.
Can I ask about the NFT launch? Is there going to be like a fair launch point where I notice that the rock token price is associated?
Yeah, so the FOMO Labs, we mentioned this a little bit ago. We'll be collaborating. We are currently collaborating with FOMO Labs on it. And when the majority of them are finished and when the launch is going to happen, we'll make an announcement when the launch is going to go, similarly to how we're doing rocks.
Right, thanks. And are y'all working together on setting or is it going to be like an auction?
I believe that it's going to be, there's a limited supply on them, but it's going to be going out. I think it's going to be a set price. But I'll have to speak with FOMO Lab CEO Picasso on that and just make sure to see if it's a bid or if it's a half bid, half purchase at set price. But from what I understood, it was just it was a set price. But I'll get final information on that for you prior to the launch of them.
Good deal. And then my last question, and I'll let more people talk. As we grow and get bigger, is there a growth opportunity for other nonprofits?
There is. We've been in collaboration with Pan-African Sanctuary Alliance since the beginning of our project. There's just been a lot of development things that have been going on. The admin team has been pushing in a lot of directions with the exchange. We've been moving into looking at fiat on-ramps, development side, building and collaborating with numerous other projects, and just really it's been a lot of building out of the ecosystem for FEG itself. We have continued to donate more. FEGROX did a $1.1 million donation to PASA. They created a wallet to where they're able to withdraw the funds for the faucet reward system that they've got. And so it's just really great because I know that they've been struggling with COVID. And so it's really nice that, FEGROX, after watching the interview on Mad DeFi, shout out to Mad DeFi guys, to John Blon and Eli and Carlos and all those guys that are part of that team. And they're putting out some great content. They did an interview with the CEO of PASA, and FEGROX was pretty touched by the video, and he decided to just drop a $1.1 million donation. And so it's really nice because they'll be able to, rehabilitate more and more monkeys and apes and get things going on their side and feed them. In regards to branching out into other charitable organizations, I know we've talked about some humanitarian efforts to come in the future. We're not limited to just one charitable organization. I know that several have put out requests for us to get into, but it seems like everybody has a charity that they're pretty fond of. So we'll have to take a look at them, and as a community decide which route we want to take. I know that a large push has been coming on the humanitarian side for clean water and food to people in third world countries and even in the U.S. And so we'll see which direction we take with that. It won't only be animals, from what I can tell. But if you have something that you like, a certain charity that you'd like to mention, feel free to send it to one of us in a DM, and we'll put it on the list.
I appreciate the RTR and pat on the back to all your mods and admins. They've done a great job. Thank y'all.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
Hey, brother, I have three.
Hey, our team.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to mention too that if we do that thing in Traverse City, I got a horse I can ride bareback in a gorilla suit with a FEG token staff.
I would fly there myself to see that shit. Me too, man. Me too.
Hey, so I have three quick questions. So I'll just do them in succession real quick so you can answer them. So with the auto slip feature, someone had brought just pretty much that doesn't know about the project, didn't really take a look at it, just said it sounds dangerous. So can you explain that a little bit more? And then also
I can.
The cell limit circuit breakers. I was actually breaking everything down prior to this AMA for a lot of my teammates and stuff. I didn't quite know how to explain that. And then the front running bot protection, is that just for bots that like auto buy and auto sell FEG or something like that? Those are the three questions.
Yeah, I can explain those. So in regards to the circuit breaker, so what it's going to be is that I think it's the liquidity divided by 10, I believe, is the amount that you would be able to max sell. So the way FegRocks is gonna push this one out, the anti-dump is gonna be, it's the liquidity divided by 10 is gonna be the amount that you're able to do on a sell. There's unlimited buying power, but in regards to the sell, it's liquidity divided by 10, I believe. And you would have to do them. You could do them over and over, but it would be, you have to be broken up into separate transactions. And I think the reason for that is because we believe in the free market, and you don't want to hold people hostage from being able to buy or sell the tokens that they purchase freely. Outside of that, you asked about the auto slippage. The auto slippage percentage is 10%. With the update of the next update rolling out, the manual slippage will be implemented. I already had a conversation with Tommy about that the other day because I had received some concern about it. And he's already working on pushing out the manual slippage. So that will be all out there also with the next rollout. And then what was your last question? Yeah, 3.
That was, hold on.
Buy, sell, limit orders.
Yeah, I think that was the sell limit circuit breaker, I believe.
Well, the sell limit circuit breaker is the anti-dump technology, but the way that's structured now is it's going to be the liquidity divided by 10 will be the amount that you're able to.
Apologies. Then it was the front running bot protection.
And the front running bot protection, yeah. So it's essentially going to block bots from coming into the exchange. And there's security features on FedEx on the site that'll help prevent that from happening. Actually, somebody already tried to run a bot against FedEx, and what happened was they spent about $50,000 in fees trying to do that, trying to get onto the exchange because it was rejecting it from happening. And so they kept pushing and pushing and pushing transactions, and they were getting, they basically paid $50,000 in transaction fees, and nothing went through for them for 24 hours. So big ups to the person who did that.
Yep, free rewards for us, right?
Yeah, I think it was just that the transactions were attempting to go through, but he spent that on blockchain fees. Didn't get any trades through. So it was a nice way for us to test the functionality of the security. But yeah, definitely they got wrecked.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
Of course, no problem. All right, do we have any other questions? We've been running this one for about 36 minutes. I'm happy to stay on for a little bit longer and just knock out some questions and then hand it back over to the very capable voice mods of this group.
Can
you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Well, Django, were you next?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to talk and I had to leave and come back. When will the Rocks token launch?
We're pending the updates for FegRocks is working on Feg. He's prioritizing Feg token in our project, so he's going to be working to push out most of these functionalities prior to the launch of Rocks right now. He's going to be giving us a 24-hour notice. He did not tell the team yet when he's going to do it. Like I said, it's a fair launch. He's going to tell everybody at the same time that there's 24-hour notice prior to the launch. So I'm just as anxious as you are.
So will you guys be dropping that on like Instagram and all that? You guys promo pages?
Yeah, it'll be launched out on every social media platform, from my understanding. It'll be pinned here. It'll be on Twitter. It's a pretty anticipated token. So when it's launched, the 24-hour launch happens, the timer set. I can guarantee you that 100,000 members of this community will be tweeting that out.
So I was reading. Is it only going to be a supply of 1,000 coins?
Yes, it's 1,000 on each side, Ethereum and BSC. Okay.
One other thing I noticed on the roadmap was the lottery. Is there any updates on that?
Who do I got in here? Cool Noah, you in here? You want to jump in on some of this marketing stuff? Even though I help oversee that group a little bit and participate with them, I don't actively work on the day-to-day there. So I have to have one of the marketing guys. Speechot took off already. I don't know if Cool Noah's still at his phone, at his keyboard, but yeah, that's a question I'd have to ask to Chris or one of the marketing guys, see when the next one's going to be rolling out. But the last lottery they had was pretty successful.
Well, I mean, maybe I know it's scheduled. Maybe not the timing, but like I guess kind of how it would work. I wasn't aware that there was one before.
Yeah, from what I understood, they did like it was kind of like a raffle. Everybody purchased a certain amount. It was like I think it was $100 the last time, but I know they did a poll to help decide on what amount to use on the next round because not everybody could afford $100 to put into it. Yeah, they believe that it was split up between the marketing, the person, and passive. So that's how that worked. I'll get more info on the structure for that. I'm not going to give out like bad information. I don't know 100% how they're doing all this. That's something I leave up to the very capable marketing team. Myself personally, unless any of the other mods know how they're running. I know some of the mods in here have a little bit more experience with the with those projects.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
He was asking about the lottery. How the lottery works.
Oh yeah, that's a project that we'll have more information on in the future. Right now, the only thing that we had was the raffle, which went through successfully. We raised a lot of money for the new marketing giveaways that are happening right now. So once those giveaways are done in the next 2 weeks, then we will announce new giveaways. We're always going to be doing giveaways. We always want to give back to the community, and anything more official like lotteries that you see with other tokens, that would be something that if we get involved with those kind of things, we would just have more information. Right now, we're just focusing on the giveaways that we have now that we were able to put together with the money that we made from the original raffle of 2 or 3 weeks ago. And believe me, every time we have new giveaways, we are creating designs, we are creating posts, we are creating we are spreading it to all social media, so you'll know when these kind of things come out.
Awesome. Thanks again.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we hear you, brother.
Yeah.
I have a quick question, please. I've seen there's a YouTube channel called Fact Token, and I've seen some nice videos on it, and I would like to share them on my Twitter account, which I started yesterday, and it's all about FAQ, you know. Is there any chance we can acquire these videos? Because when I put the link to it, I don't know if it's as attractive as seeing it like in the whole thing. And if I want to approach taking those videos, is it okay by whoever owns the channel, or like does it have copyrights? Or can you please just tell me a little bit about this?
I'd have to see who owns that channel. Being that this is a community project, I don't see why anybody would be upset if you were sharing them, as long as you gave credit to whoever made them. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
AZ, if you want to get the videos and just mention the person, I can get the videos out of YouTube without actually just putting the link.
Oh yeah, this is the thing. I can take it myself as well, but the quality is going to be not as good as the ones. And of course, I'm going to mention I'm going to give them the credit. That's a no-brainer. But yeah, is there any way we can acquire those videos? I really like how they look like. I really like the quality and the production. They're amazing, and I think it's they will impact. I mean, yeah.
AZ, send me the link. I will, because usually when I take out the videos, the quality is the same.
Okay, sure thing. Thank you.
Welcome.
And now it's a good time to just mention that anything that the marketing team produces is meant to be shared. So you're free to take the material that's produced and just make it your own. Just don't, like, if it's like logo, just and you're gonna put it on a shirt or you're gonna put it on something that you're gonna sell, just don't say that it's official merchandise, and then you'll be fine. We're perfectly fine because it's just no one owns this. It's perfectly fine that you take whatever is produced by the marketing team and use it to spread the word of FEG. But if you're trying to be more official or anything like that, we'll submit designs for our official merchandise store. you can always contact us if you want to go ahead and have more of a partnership with things like that. Otherwise, yeah, we're perfectly fine with you using our promotional material to promote. So thank you very much.
Thank you for answering.
Can we have a marketing page on the website so it's like everything is streamlined, like the vector logo, transparent and stuff? Because I find myself having to really just like search around for things, which is not bad, but for everyone else who is just kind of if they see something they'll save it. But if we had everything in like one concentrated area, would be like, even for this marketing push, would have been really easy to see 20 plus images, 10 videos. Think something like that, just a quick link on a website or something to keep it centralized.
Absolutely, we're going to go ahead and have that available, like a Google Drive that would have all the bundle information, things like that. We really didn't want to do like a full have things available too much in the beginning, simply because people take these designs and then they make false designs to try to lure people into bad websites, things like that. So right now it's by request only. So if you do want to get like AI files, things like that, you can contact us. Because we just don't want those, like we want to those professional looking designs as a way of deterring people that are trying to do nefarious things. Like we've already seen it where they take our designs and then they put FEX .exchange instead of feg.exchange, and so that's already happening. So we're just trying to limit that kind of thing so that the official things are obviously official, and you can kind of tell when someone's trying to bootleg something else. I know it's the internet, and it's going to get out eventually, but at least we have some kind of control if it's by request only. But yeah, we'll eventually have a website because everything's growing so fast that we won't be able to handle all the requests very soon. So if you need any AI files or anything like that, you can just DM me, and then we can go ahead and get those sent to you directly. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I have a fairly large team that is extremely happy with it. Made quite a few six-figure earners. So yeah, we definitely want to get some stuff popping. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Just send me a DM.
Yeah, message me too, Crypto C's. I'm gonna set you up with Steecha for any other things you need. Maybe you can help. You and your team wants to participate a bit in some of the marketing aspects of things, so we can get you to collab a little bit with him.
Definitely, we're all for it, man.
All right, shoot me a DM and we'll make that happen.
Yep, sent both of you DMs already.
Can I ask another question, Pancake?
Yes, sir, Paul. Go ahead.
When are we going to get back to our regular voice chat duties? It's getting kind of late in the day,
Yeah, we're 47 minutes into this one. I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to ask their questions so we didn't get to do it in the first AMA round. When we get 2,000 people, these things tend to drag on a little bit longer than the previous days that we were used to, 30 minutes or so. So it's gotten a little bit wild, but I'm going to end this recording. I think that we're kind of circling around, and we'll just let it go back. Yeah, Dandrix, go ahead with your question, and then I'll end it there.
Thank you, brother. I was just asking because I wasn't able to attend with work and whatnot. Is it recorded? Are we going to be able to hear it later? If so, where would I find that recording of the AMA?
Yeah, I already recorded it. It's pinned into the main token chat. And yeah, if you need it for something, I can forward it to you. But it's right there. You can see it. It's on the latest pinned message.
Beautiful.
It's also archived in the in Discord, is it?
Yeah, Abiking always takes them and archives them.
Awesome. I just want to say this project's great. Community is great. I remember at 20,000 being like, wow, what a community. And here we are almost at 100,000. To the moon, guys.
I think we're going to break 100K today.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. All right, on that note, guys, I'm going to end this recording. I'm going to hand it back to the very capable voice mods. All right. So we're good. We're back to normal. Whew. Not being recorded, but probably still being recorded.
But glad to get back to chopping it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm still live streaming, so I'll stop my live stream now.
I'd like to recommend,
somebody's recording.
I'd like to recommend we reboot the server. We don't need to have 400 people.
Reboot it.
Voice chat. So you want to do the honors, Archie?